Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Fanhammer podcast. I am your host, Uncle Sam, and here is my co-host, NightLordShadow.
You almost just said Shadow.
Yeah.
L.
Cringe. You calling me cringe?
I cast you into cringe. Yes.
Oh, okay. But you know what's not cringe?
What's not cringe?
You know what's not cringe?
Not cringe?
The new reveals at the Warhammer World Championship that not only did I not know was not happening, because I didn't know it was happening at all, I found out about this at work.
Oh yeah, I also didn't know it was happening. It just I just looked at my phone and was like, huh?
We have a bunch of new models for 40k, some for Horus Heresy, Age of Sigmar, and Fantasy, or Old World, I'm not going to call it. AOS and then Fantasy, yeah. Call me old-fashioned, but, listen, I still call Drukhari Dark Eldar, because that's what they are, so.
Elves.
It's Dark Eldar. Who cares? My headcanon is that the people who are in the know call them Drukhari, everyone else calls them Dark Eldar, the Dark Eldar call themselves Drukhari. That's just... It's like how if the average person who... I'm not going to talk about Necrons right now, because if I do, I'm just going to derail the entire podcast. So, the first thing I want to discuss, or actually want to ask, is, what's your response? What do you think about all of this?
My response? Well,
yeah, what do you think?
Krieg.
Yes, I agree. I'm going to be honest, I'm more excited about the Eldar.
Haunts?
I know that sounds like blasphemy.
Face the wall.
No. I'm excited about new elves.
I'm coming for you.
I'm an Eldar fan. I like them in Dawn of War. They're fun. Dawn of War is great. I don't care what anyone says, and the Eldar made me a fan.
Elf is elf. Elf die.
I also... Listen, I always thought...
Hankers nowhere can fight me.
Well, I guess we have our new celebrity boxing match, ladies and gentlemen. 40k celebrity boxing. Happening in 5 weeks. No, it's not. As funny as that would be very funny.
It would be.
Someone's gonna do that. Someone's gonna do that now. Dear Lord. Okay, I'm not giving anybody ideas. Okay, Deathcore Krieg.
Okay.
Plastic. That's not Kill Team. I'm not even gonna lie. These guys just look fantastic.
They're really good, dude.
I really like the Kill Team models. I got them last year as a Christmas present, because I got, like, the starter box that came with, like, the Ork. I forget I think they're Ork Commandos, I think.
Oh, yeah.
And in terms of Imperial Guard regiments, my personal favorite regiment that I've seen is I've always been very partial to Valhallans, because I like the whole Soviet thing.
Me.
No. No, I'm not a communist. I just think it's cool. I also really like the Caiaphas Cain books. So
the Caiaphas Cain books are it's a great series. I fully recommend.
Go read them.
Go read. There's like 12. There's 12 books.
There's 10 books and like there's like an anthology book, and then there's the main series. Well, actually, I think you're right. There are 12 books, because there's the anthology. Okay, anyways, I read all of them earlier this year in the span of like 3 weeks, so...
Speed running, huh?
Don't read 12 books in the span of like 2.5 weeks. Just, it's not. You're just gonna have Audible going like crazy, and you're just gonna start dreaming of Cain. That's not a joke. I literally had a dream that I was listening to Caiaphas Cain, and then I woke up and proceeded to listen to Caiaphas Cain.
What?
This is not a joke.
What?
I don't know why this happened.
Huh
is right. Anyways, back to Krieg. We're not going to talk about that anymore. So, it's looking like... Do you want to look at the models first, or you want to talk about the codex? Because I'm not sure how I feel about the codex, per se, because I don't necessarily know what they're going to do with it, because we have a actual sub-faction now with its own rules that isn't just Cadians. Or, God forbid, those Katakan models that look horrible. Like, I thought they were... I knew that if they were going to do a guard refresh, they were going to do Krieg first.
Yeah, clearly, because
there's no way they
Krieg makes the big bucks.
Krieg makes the big bucks, and it's weird, because they were one of the more minor guard regiments when they first got, like, revealed. I think they first, like, showed up in, like, some part of 3rd, I think? The 3rd edition Guard Codex had a lot of unique models for a bunch of different regiments like Valhallans or Catacans or Talar Desert Raiders, and even the Armageddon Steel Legion, and the Krieger is just there. And he's a converted Armageddon Steel Legion. So clearly the Death Corps of Krieg has been around for a long time. My forte is like Space Marines and Chaos Space Marines and then like Necrons. I'm not super familiar with Guard stuff, just as an FYI. If you want to ask someone about Guard stuff and like lore-related things, talk to Crackduck. He's the Guardsman person. I am not him.
He is the guy.
He is the guy.
He's
literally him.
He is the guy. But yeah, straight up, just don't underestimate the power of the World War I aesthetic with a gas mask.
Yes. Peak character. It's like the meme where it's like character design 101. Give a character a gas mask. Perfect design. I mean, what is Hunk from Resident Evil 2 other than a guy in a gas mask?
I was about to say, Hunk from Resident Evil 2.
He's one of the most popular characters.
You don't need more
he's
than
one
that.
Of the he's one of the most popular characters in the franchise, and he's just a guy in a gas mask and tactical
He
gear.
does, like, nothing other than the one thing, and that's it.
Yeah. That's all it is. It's amazing. I don't know. I will always say this. Give a character a cool-looking helmet or a gas mask, that's a winning design. But the first model we have up here is the Lord Marshal Varnan Dreyer. I don't know if this is a character. Comments, please. Let me know if this is a character I should know. I have read the Siege of Rax book. I don't remember much of it because I was reading a bunch of other books at the time, but it was very good. And this is a cool model, because one, he's on a horse.
True.
Anything with a horse is cool.
Hans.
Look at my horse. My horse is amazing.
Well, first of all, Hans with bird feet.
I didn't notice the feet.
Wait, you didn't notice the feet?
No.
Dude, it's like the first thing
What
everyone
the hell
noticed.
Is that? What the hell is that?
What do you...
I don't like that.
Well, here's the thing, Sam. Krieg basically genetically modify and breed their own kind of horses.
Wait, they do? That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Why do you think that, like, the Talar and, like, not the Talons, like, whoever else, like, the other guard cavalry have hooves? These guys have their own horses.
I'm also noticing bionic horse legs.
Yeah.
And the horse himself also has a gas mask.
Yeah.
This is the best model. Oh my god, that's a saber.
Yes, it is.
That's awesome.
There's also one with a cavalry pike.
I was about to say, yeah, that's the combat. Wait, not the combat engineer. Oh wait, so these are the Death Riders, I think, right? Like the guy.
Yeah, they're Death Riders.
These are cool. Oh, these are cool.
Oh yeah. It's a lance, not a pike.
It's fine. It's a big pointy stick.
Big pointy stick that makes you die.
There's this one pose where like a guy is like pulling on like the reins of the horse and looks like he's about to stab someone on the ground. That is baller as hell. Yep. That is awesome.
Bro, someone like really like took the Krieg models and decided, yeah, I'm just gonna go nuts.
Yeah, someone definitely had too much fun in the GW offices.
Someone really took a guy from the AOS modeling department and was like, I need you to make Krieg.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I think how popular I think what GW is doing with Kill Team, I don't really know if this is a secret or if this is like the coldest take ever. I think they're trying to see what Kill Team sets really sell well to turn into full armies. So, Nemesis Claw...
Nightlords.
Nemesis Claw is more sold out than the Kriegers are, and you can't find them.
It has been sold out for months.
Yeah, we're definitely getting a Nightlords faction, or like some small Harlequin-style group thingy, where it's like, hey, it's kind of like a sub-faction.
Decimus character model. When?
That would be cool, actually.
You know what?
I'm surprised. Actually, yeah, there's a reason why they haven't followed up that plotline. No spoilers.
Death of Saints Executioner model. When?
Wait, no, not Talos.
No, not.
We can still make a Talos model.
Well, you can. And technically, Death of Saints is also dead, but...
who cares? It's fine.
Who cares?
It's fine.
Cool. It's cool.
It's cool.
Anyway.
Okay, so up next are the combat engineers. Okay, these guys look really great.
Dude.
Wait, what is that shotgun?
It's a shotgun.
That looks like a grenade launcher.
Yeah.
What gauge of shell are you firing there? 4? It's what? That's ridiculous.
Are you telling me that something in 40k is ridiculous?
I know, but I'm just like, that's the biggest, dumbest shotgun shell I've ever seen. I love it. It's amazing. Oh my god, their pistols also look like Mauser C96s. They're clearly las pistols, but that magazine ain't going anywhere. It's probably just the battery pack. These are just World War I soldiers. Like, they're really leaning into it more. Like, they even have, like, a little, remote mine clearing. That's a mine clear. I don't know if it's a mine clearing vehicle or a vehicle that's essentially an RCXD. I don't really know. I can't really tell. Are you looking at this right now? Do you have the website pulled up? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Pulling up the website, but I've seen all the models.
Okay. Because I saw, like, they were existing, but I didn't really want to take a look at it until I did this. Oh, okay, so we have artillery guns.
Yes.
Nice.
What, Krieg without artillery is like...
I like this.
Nachos without cheese.
It's like White Scars without bikes.
Yeah.
Or Alpha Legion without deception and bald people.
Or elves without losing.
Dog. You don't gotta do them like that. Hey, you know we'll stop, like, Slanesh from existing, right? I don't care. Kills you. These books were bad. I've read the CS:GO Deathwatch books. They're terrible. I didn't know about them until I did.
I never knew who CS:GO was until Chrono brought it up, and then yeah.
I read the Dawn of War novelization, and I was just like, what the hell is this? This is dog shit. I love it. It's like, what? I first became aware of it because someone recommended me to read the Dawn of War novelization as a joke, and I didn't know they were kidding. They didn't stop me.
He knows.
You know who you are. You're watching this. You know exactly who you are. I'm not going to name names. This is probably one of the better artillery models I've ever seen, because it has, like, individual guys. It's not like the Basilisk, where it's, like, its own emplacement. Like, this is kind of, like, almost like a diorama, but it's a model. It's really cool. Even if I don't get any of the Krieg models, which I may, keep in mind, my current army list that I'm going to build is whatever the 10th edition launch box is, Leviathan box, with some other kits I have, and I'm going to paint Dark Angels. Sternguard Dark Angels. Awesome. And then after that, I'm going to do either an Iron Warriors or a Word Bearers army. Because really what I want to paint, that I realized, I thought I really liked Dark Angels, and then I realized I like Chaos more than I like the Imperium stuff, because I don't know.
I don't know, man. The Nemesis Claw kind of looking kind of sick.
The Nemesis Claw looks great. But
anyway, back to big gun.
Yeah, it looks like it has 3 different... I honestly know if these are 3 different... Oh, wait, no. It can be built as a heavy mortar, a heavy quad launcher, a multiple rocket launcher, or a siege cannon. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool. I'd probably do the siege cannon.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Dude, big artillery piece? Yeah.
My hope is we get Armageddon Steel Legion.
Oh, yeah. The hope is now here. Like, the fact that we have Krieg as another subfaction, just not just a bunch of other Cadians. Like, ooh, look, Cadian plus.
Yeah.
The fact that they're doing more guard regiments, which likely means, like, for the Codex, at least, they're probably going to do what, like, Space Marines and Chaos does, where they do different detachments. And you can pick whatever detachment.
And with, like, Space Marines, you have, like, the major different sub-factions that are kind of, like, separate rules. I mean, for Space Marines, you have Dark Angels and Black Templars, and I believe they have, like, specific sub-models. Like, you have some stuff for Ultramarines, you have some stuff for Black Templars, and you have some stuff for Dark Angels. I don't remember... Blood Angels, too. Space Wolves as well. So those are the real Space Marine factions that kind of get their own sort of flair. You don't really get that with Raven Guard or Iron Hands or anything else like that outside of, like, some characters. So you have basically 3 other slots to do that. And for me, what I'd want them to do is probably Morty and Iron Guard, Catechans, obviously, and then Vestroyan and Firstborn, because those guys are awesome.
I'm not gonna lie, Steel Legion.
Yeah, Steel Legion would be cool.
Steel Legion.
Because Yarick.
Well,
I don't know if Yarick doesn't have a model. I don't care that he's dead. Give me a model.
But he's dead, Sam. He's dead.
I don't care. I want Yarick. He died off screen, and I'm mad about it.
Give him.
Hell's Reach is, in fact, a good book. I think he shows up in Hell's Reach. Does he show up in Hell's Reach? Have you read Hell's Reach?
Yes, I have. And I believe he does.
Okay.
And the Black Templars like him.
Of course they would. The Black Templars are cool.
Of course.
So up next for models we have is...
The
Wait, I'm reading the description. There are further units outside of the army set. A classic command squad including a Vox and medical personnel with a twist. As the casualty rate among Krieg officers is so high, they set a Lord Commissar along to take the raid. Stop killing yourselves.
Commissars for Krieg aren't there to kill deserters. They're there to keep it, like, their troops from running too much into the fray. First of all, the Commissar...
Peek. Love that plasma gun.
Drip!
Oh my god.
The drip! Also, roll of toilet paper, the servo skull.
It's the one thing you can't put the toilet paper right. You can't put on the toilet paper roll backwards there. It's very important.
Yeah, actually, it's going both ways.
It's going both ways. Oh.
Yeah, see, it was going both ways.
It's defying the laws of toilet paper.
They are the epitome of sitting on the fence.
Oh my god. Okay. So lastly what we have is the heavy support squads, which I'm going to be honest, these guys look cool. So it looks like you have some like heavy stubber or auto guns, you have a las cannon, and then a giant flamer turret. That's cool. I haven't seen that as well.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest, the amount of weird World War I isms in here is interesting because of the top feed, like, Bren gun style magazine for, like, the heavy stubbers. First off, these cannons should not be... Okay, this is where I'm going to go on a pedantic rant. I apologize. These should not be magazine fed. These should be belt fed, but they're not. And it doesn't make any sense, and I love it. And the top feed...
Yeah, it was.
In the top feed magazine were... That was very common in World War I with, say, like, early infantry machine guns. Like the Madsons, like, if you've played Battlefield 1, you know what I'm talking about. Where, like, say, like, portable light machine guns had, like, the magazine, like, sticking up in the air versus down because gravity allowed the magazine to feed better. And that's really cool here because it has, like, the same type of, like, barrel profile as, say, like, the Madsen or some type of, like, air-cooled Maxim gun. And this is just, you can tell that there was a lot of detail paid attention to here. I mean, even if you look at, say, their, like, standard rifles, or, like, say, like, the handguns, which, again, they look like C96s. This is very, German Army World War I, and I love it.
Like German or French Army from World War I.
It's, like, a strong mix of, like, German, French, and, like, Austro-Hungarian.
Yeah, also,
vibe.
Like, all the different satchels... And there's a ton of detail. And not to mention, just looking at the heavy flamer, the heavy flamer artillery piece, just imagine being a bunch of orcs. Imagine being a bunch of orcs and charging into position, just see that just waiting for you.
I'm surprised we haven't seen that in the Guard before, at least in terms of, like, a model. At least I haven't seen it. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but that is, like, if I were to get a Krieg army, that would be I'd be using, like, las cannons and flamers.
Bro, goodbye, Nids.
Tyranids cringe.
Giant flamer.
Yeah.
Giant flamer to the face.
But this codex cover, good lord, that is some good art.
Oh, yeah, dude. Finally, they made new art for this edition.
They made new art and didn't... Like, I love the Codex Demon Hunters cover, but that's the one from 3rd. It's the same cover. I have a physical copy of that codex. I was just like, okay, that's a good cover. Why?
Why spend more money when you don't need to spend money?
Yeah, I don't know. So up next is the one that I'm excited for. Well, I'm excited for all of these, but more on the fact that it finally happened. We have new elves. They got updates, and it wasn't the Inari. Graham McNeil is spinning right now.
Yeah.
Also, for the love of God, go get that new Leagues of Votan book. It's been 2 years and they finally got lore. Just get it. Please.
Arthur Bones is, like, screaming at everyone to go read it.
He was flailing around in a dark room making Gmod ragdoll noises.
Read the book so they make more!
Yeah. So up next, well, it's not specifically just, like, an Eldar refresh, but new Phoenix Lords.
Well, they have a couple things for a couple different factions. Fire Dragons?
Really?
Yeah. Fire Dragons got their own, like, little update.
Yeah.
So, like, new helmet options, and some other stuff if you want to run them as Ynnari.
Which I have because I have the Triumvirate for free because my cousin gave it to me and she wasn't going to paint it, and I also got a box of Eldar Guardians. And I'm going to be honest, I want to start an Eldar army. I don't know what craft world, but the elves look cool. Their armor is awesome.
Yeah, and then you have Fugan.
Wait, Fugan?
That's
Fugan?
Look, he isn't stumpy.
He finally got a new model?
That's Fugan.
Oh my god, he doesn't look stumpy.
How do I know this as an Eldar hater and you don't?
Again, I put myself in a memory hole and didn't pay attention to any of this. Oh my god.
Put up the old Fugan model and then put up the new one.
I like it. That's really good. This guy looks great. His color scheme looks really good.
Yeah, he's looking cool. And not to mention, he wasn't the only Phoenix Lord. You have the Phoenix Lord of the Dire Avengers, Azraman.
Wait, where? Hold on 1 second. Where?
He has wings.
He has wings? I'm trying to find which one it is.
He has wings.
Oh, it's the blue dude.
He has a big sword. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Most of these new models are giving off old Bionicle energy.
Bionic!
These models look great. Like, they don't even really look all that different from the older ones. They're just more detailed and just bigger scale. They really haven't changed all that much. They're just improved, refined. Because the Eldar, consistently, despite the models showing their age, they've still been consistently good, for the most part. Minus, the only thing I know is that the green guy, no model, I forget his name.
So they're Baroth, and then... Wait, then who the is Azraman? Huh?
Azraman is Flappy Man.
Okay, they...
Wait, both of them have wings.
Okay, then who's Baroth?
There's two blue modeled things.
There are two blue guys.
There's two blue... Okay, well, both of them belong to the Dire Avengers.
Okay, so Dire Avengers have two Phoenix Lords?
Yep, he's like the second in command.
Okay.
He's got a cool-looking gun.
But anyway, normal Phoenix Lords also get an update.
Really?
Yes. Look, go down. Look at them.
Oh, right, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's cool.
By the way, why do all these updated ones have, like, little, like, token Egypt-looking tokens right next to them?
I couldn't tell you.
That's just...
Listen, I'm an Eldar fan who doesn't know anything. I just think they look cool, but I don't know anything.
So, yep, Swooping Hawks, and,
Warp Spiders.
It's been 30 years.
They have new ones now. There's a new one.
They have new ones, and not just any new ones, they have their own Phoenix Lord now.
Yes, and he looks like an evil elf version of Spider-Man.
I think you mean she.
Oh, my bad, G. She looks like an evil version of Spider-Man.
Yeah, probably because she is.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. And new Eldar Codex with, again, I think this is new artwork.
I think it is, actually, and that's an Emperor's Children.
Wait,
that's Emperor's Children right there.
That's an Emperor's Children. I just noticed.
Confirmed.
And that's new art. I haven't seen that. That's definitely a new episode. Oh
Yeah.
Okay, 11th edition launch box. Here's my crazy theory. Eldar Emperor's Children. I know that's not gonna happen. That'd be cool. It's not gonna happen because you need Space Marines in every box.
Marines.
Okay, so with 40k out of the way right now.
We're just gonna gloss over how the Warp Spiders.
Oh, right, yeah. The Warp Spiders look great.
Years.
They look really great, I'm going to be honest. I love the old ones, too, because I'm really partial towards 3rd edition, because I have barely played any games of 40k.
Yeah.
Most of my time has been spent with 3rd.
You're a stumpy.
3rd edition,
you're a stumpy man.
I'm a stumpy man, and I don't really have an army to play with, so...
You stumpy man.
Yeah. But the Warp Spiders look fantastic. Oh my gosh. Okay, so up next, we have... So, is this Exila stuff?
Huh?
Is it? Wait, do we have new weapons configurations for,
So, there's a new transportation upgrade for, like, the wee ship. Then, you get the Malkador chassis with a whole lot of stuff.
That is amazing looking, oh my god.
And, Dreadnoughts are getting, giant laser cannons.
Oh, yeah. Missile racks and giant laser cannons. Dear lord, if Horus Heresy stuff wasn't relegated to Legends, there isn't necessarily a lot for Horus Heresy. I think that Horus Heresy is not necessarily starting to wind down, but I think they're slowly preparing to move into the Scouring.
Well, of course they are. There's not really a whole much to do, because, at this rate, in the storyline of Horus Heresy, they've kind of already... Horus kind of went, and...
Yeah. Moving on, we have Age of Sigmar.
Age of Sigma.
Which Shut up. Don't, no. We have new orcs. Orcs. Love me orcs.
Bro is riding a wolf.
Mm-hmm.
The Git Mob Warriors.
These guys look cool. I'm not super familiar with AOS. It looks cool.
You know what? Space wolves rotating at the speed of light in their graves right now.
Well, they do have, like, there is that, giant Santa sleigh that, what's the chapter master of the Space Wolves? Logan Grimnar?
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't he, on, a giant Santa sleigh with being pulled by wolves? Okay. That is definitely, Santa isn't real, it's just Logan Grimnar.
Logan Grimnar coming in to kill you for being naughty.
Logan Grimnar is asking you if you've seen any wizards. He's looking for any Harry Potter memorabilia and threatening to kill you.
But dude, the wolf cavalry is going hard. Look at these.
Yeah. Oh my god, look at this artillery slingshot thing that's launching a dude.
Yep, orcs.
Orcs, checks out.
It's a slingshot to send.
I need to send men.
To send gliders into the air. The Doom Diver catapult.
Oh, they're also getting a battle tome, which is their equivalent of a codex.
Yes, they are. There's a chariot as well.
Oh.
And
again, pulled by wolves.
Do you see what I'm seeing? The picture of the little guy just on the back. The very little guy with the.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Heating up the moonstone dust within to create a wildly unstable concoction that can be. He's sitting there to light the engine in case for more speed.
So he decided to become a living turbo.
Bruh.
Got it. I'm going to be honest.
Yes.
I don't know anything about Age of Sigmar, but every single time I see more of the models, I'm just like, I have to get into this game. Because I have $50 warrior Age of Sigmar box that has the Stormcast Eternals and the Cruel Boys.
Yeah.
From 3rd edition.
Oh yeah.
I've painted the Stormcasts are really cool models. Really want to use them to proxy Blood Angels. Here's the thing with me, I paint whatever I feel like is cool at the time. I don't paint the same model every time. I mean, I have a box of Horus Heresy Beakies. I've painted 2 of them. One of them was a Crimson Fist, the other was a Son of Horus. So there you go. And Orruk Warclans, more orcs. Orcs. The big yellow ones, which register to me as real orcs because they're big.
Big yellow. They get their own little skull tower thing. And other little decorations.
There's this dude with a giant sword, and they modeled blood dropping off of it.
Yeah.
That is metal as hell.
Also, why is his stance like that? Why are you looking like...
Look, he's ready to take a dump.
Probably because he is.
Probably.
Yeah, and then if you go down, foot.
Man, stop letting the feet people run around.
Yeah.
No feet things in the foot. Fruit by the foot.
The feet.
They're there.
Well, they are there. They're there.
I can imagine there's a lore reason
Womp.
for there being a giant foot, but I don't get it. Oh, but there it is. There are the boys. Ha, literally.
They're the boys.
These guys look great.
I think they already got revealed. Pretty sure.
I think they did, but this is the first time I'm seeing it. I don't know. Anything orc-wise, I don't... Do you know what the actual difference is between 40k orcs and, orcs in, Age of Sigmar? Because I know they're very similar to the ones in Fantasy.
Space.
Oh. Right. Makes sense. I think what we should do is we should summon the Elector Counts because it's time to talk about Warhammer Fantasy Battle.
Yeah, you know what's better than orcs?
Karl Franz!
The indomitable spirit of man!
They got a tank?
They got a tank. They got
a tank?
They got a tank.
That's a giant bird.
Yeah.
That is a giant bird.
That do be bird.
There's a bunch of dudes. Cavalry. Oh, so there's some Forge World stuff here too.
Yeah, there is.
They're bringing back some
Yeah, they're bringing back a bunch of models.
Oh, so these are all old ones. These aren't new ones. These are just...
They aren't new, but they're re-releasing them because I assume they haven't been out for a little while.
Yeah, no kidding. These guys look great. I like that tank.
Hank.
Well, they are getting a codex, though. Or an arcane journal. Which is weird, because I thought they weren't going to do that. I thought they were just going to release the 2 rulebooks and then be done with it. But I guess they're not.
Well, Old World is a bit popular, you know?
It did more popular than anyone thought it would be.
So, yeah, of course they're going to keep milking that cash flow.
I mean, the same thing happened with Horus Heresy. I'm not talking about new Horus Heresy either. I'm talking about old Horus Heresy. Like the Black Books.
Yeah. Suddenly, we are cast back into space, Necromunda.
Wait, there's more. There's Necromunda stuff.
Yeah, there's Necromunda stuff.
I didn't know there were Necromunda stuff.
There's Necromunda stuff.
Okay, where the hell is it on the website? Hold on.
It's just a couple models.
These guys look really, really neat. Okay, so what are they, though? Oh, wait. I think these are characters. One giant man and then one not-so-giant man.
They are the Abyssal Ferrymen.
Oh.
So they eke out a living in the wastes of Necromunda, or whatever. And they have to deal with Malstrain Gene Stealers, apparently.
Alright, because Gene Stealers are everywhere.
Well, not any normal Gene Stealers, Malstrain. Which means they're so up, not even the Tyranids want to come over and take a look.
What?
Oh, do you not know about the Malstrain Gene Stealers?
No, are you telling me they supersized Gene Stealers?
No. What I mean is, Necromunda, as a place, is so screwy and so polluted that the Gene Stealers it produced, like the quote-unquote pure strain, are so mutated that the Tyranid Hive does not recognize their signal.
They're impure strain Gene Stealers.
Yes.
That is awesome.
I also, I actually have, let me send you the link.
Okay.
Which is also in general. So you can just
Gene Stealer abominations. Okay. No, I don't want to do that. Oh my god!
Yeah.
What is that?
The Malstrain. They're all horribly, horribly mutated.
Jesus. I love it. That is... Honestly, I feel like Gene Stealers should look like that more often. That's cooler to me. I like these guys. That's really cool. They seem more monstrous in many ways. I like that.
I think there's a couple other models of the Malstrain Gene Stealers, which I'll send to you a little bit later.
Alright.
But, yeah. So that stuff is on Necromunda.
Okay.
So, if you want to know why the Tyranid Hive won't go to Necromunda.
Yeah, I can imagine they probably needed to come up with a reason why they haven't gone over yet.
Yeah. And then the other Necromunda model is a worm.
Worm?
It's a worm.
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 Worm. Let me.
The bird is the worm.
Worm.
What the hell is that? What is that?
Worm.
I don't like that. Ugh.
Worm.
Ugh. What? It's an arm.
Worm.
It's a human arm.
Yeah, worm.
So lastly, which was, I'm going to be honest, the part that I always wait for the most, since I'm more of a lore guy than a models guy. Although I do like models, because that means more lore. New books.
More Black Library.
More Black Library books. And up first, we have Age of Sigmar novel.
Okay.
About a Shade of Cain, a Melaneth Witchblade novel. Oh, wait, oh, wait, hold on. She's hangs out with Gotrek from Gotrek and Felix.
Well,
That's pretty cool.
more lore for Pankers No Work to read.
Hey, buddy. More. He's probably already read it.
Yeah.
That's neat. Okay, Gotrek and Melneth, the omnibus. Okay, well, that's the second thing that... It seems like this is the successor this is the successor to the Gotrek and Felix series, which I've heard is good and haven't read.
I want to read.
I already have I mean, I want to read it.
Wants to read.
Heard it's good.
Read.
I read a lot.
Who won't?
Alright, so for 40k, there's no new Horus Heresy novels that have been announced. But there is Hell's Last, which is about Mina Lesk, who, if you haven't read the books about Mina Lesk, read them. They're good. I think she's a reoccurring character. I might have her confused with someone else. Hold on.
Mind Leak.
No, I didn't mean to say Mind Leak. I meant Mina Lesk. Yep. She's in Cadia honoring Cadia stands. Yep. That's who I thought it was. Yeah, it seems like they're continuing her plotline. The books by Justin D. Hill are usually pretty good when it comes to Guard, because for a long time, that was the only perspective we had from Guard for the modern 13th Black Crusade.
Brat Crusade.
Brat Crusade. That was the only lore we had for a lot of it, but it never actually dealt with a battle on the ground until Robert Rath did Fall of Cadia, which is genuinely the Gathering Storm campaign book for the 13th Black Crusade or the Fall of Cadia as a novel. It's the same thing. Like, it covers literally every summary part in the rulebook. It's the same thing. So if it's kind of the be-all, end-all. Anyways, go read that book. Up next, oh wait. Yeah, Silent King, The Last Dawn of Fire book.
It's time.
More Necrons.
It's time.
He's back.
Bro, Silent King and Gilliman are going to go wild.
And Belisarius Call too, because he's in there in the corner. I can see him.
It's happening.
I will be honest.
Oh Lord, it's coming.
The way the Necrons look on this cover are very 3rd edition Necrons.
You know what I kind of am thinking?
What?
I kind of wonder, are they going to cover, like, Belisarius Call's kind of crusade into the Pariah Nexus?
I think this is going to be the beginnings of it.
Oh, dude.
I'm excited.
Did you... I don't know if you've seen the lore from, like, the Mechanicus, like, Codex?
Yeah, I have.
But yeah, in the Necron Codex, where they kind of just, they start out with a normal war, and then it increasingly gets more and more ridiculous.
It gets, proto-war in heaven very fast.
Like, the Mechanicus is like, okay, know what, that's it, we'll use nukes. And then the Necrons are like, ew, and then they use, like, their own tech. And then the Mechanicus is like, alright, fine, we'll use our Dark Age tech.
And then they're just like, oh, that's the alpha version. Here's the full release.
And Necrons throw a sun at them.
They pull out the funny iPad that blows up planets.
And like, the chaos is so, like, crazy there that, like, Necron nobles are really schizo when it comes to, like, honor and warfare and so whatever. So when they see the Silent King throwing, like, stars at an enemy that they think they should be able to crush underfoot normally, how do you think they react?
This is probably the most powerful and the most ridiculous we've ever seen the Mechanicus be.
Yeah, and the Necrons go, bad king, and then they start fighting each other.
Yeah, which I find like, this isn't honorable, and he's like, do you want to win or not?
They're pulling out the blicky!
No, you want to... And then Trajan's in the corner, he's like, hey, I got some stuff you might want to use.
Pulled out the blicky. We had to pull out our own.
Yes, the Silent King pulls out the most deadly weapon. A Glock with a switch. Yes.
But,
oh, God.
I'm excited for the book.
I'm excited for that. The Dawn of Fire series has been really good, except for the Wolf Time. It's terrible. Don't read it. Just skip that.
Don't. Go away. Run away!
It's boring. It's just boring and nothing happens.
Nothing ever happens.
Skip the Throne of Light. Throne of Light is really good. Imperial Fists and Black Templars fans, that's one you're going to want to pay attention to. That's why I read it. It's got good moments in there. You want to see how Primaris and Firstborn interact? There you go. That's your book.
Probably
read
not
that.
Very well.
No, it did not end well.
Of course it didn't.
Up next is a art book.
Book of art.
The Art of Warhammer 40,000. It's not the first time they've done an art book. There's one they released in like 2006 or 2005.
Gonna pick it up?
I'm probably gonna pick that up. I'm gonna read Hell's Last and The Silent King, obviously.
Clearly.
Because the fact that it's just called The Silent King and he's just smacked up on the cover, that's like if say, oh hey, Dawn of Fire book 10. Originally it was supposed to be like 15 books. They cut it down to like 9 or 10 for some reason. That'd be like, oh, hey, here's another series that's basically a successor to the Dark Imperium, and we're just gonna call it Fulgrim or something. And he's just on the cover, and it's like, oh, okay. Well, it's probably gonna happen. Like at some point, we're just gonna get a novel detailing why the Emperor's Children are coming back.
Well, yeah.
We already got Lords of Excess.
Where's my boy Xantine?
Where's Xantine? He's playing SimCity again.
Where is my man play?
He's the guy. He does, he plays SimCity and The Sims concurrently, and he's
playing City Skylines.
No, he doesn't have a computer powerful enough to run City Skylines.
Well, no, he probably stole it and then immediately screwed it up.
Okay. All right, yeah. Those nice Black Friday sales at Micro Center were looking real good right about now. But after that, Red Tithe, Outer Dark, Void, Exile. Karkaranon's books. They're getting reprinted, I think.
Bro, are you ready for the Void? And the Void?
The Void.
With them in the Void?
Void. Hey, let me just, I
love
Rock Wizard.
I love the Void.
I love the Void. I love space.
Sharks? In space?
I eat space. I'm gonna eat space right now. Good God.
I can't believe this Night Lord died of ligma.
I'm gonna conjure concrete sharks.
What the hell is ligma? Ligma shark, and then the shark just comes up and eats it.
Oh my god. Final thoughts on all of the reveals? What's your favorite thing that was announced?
Do you even need to ask?
Yes, because I do.
Krieg.
Silent King and elves.
I failed you.
That was such a bark of a laugh. That wasn't even intentional either. I just laughed. Oh my god. The Dawn of Fire series, Shadow, have you read any of them?
No, but I know that some of them are actually pretty good. Plus, I read Dark Imperium, so yeah.
They take place before Dark Imperium, actually.
Yeah, I know they do.
If you want to read them, read all of them except for book 3. Genuinely, they are really, really great. For example, in Dawn of Fire, Avenging Sun, it's the first book. It takes place genuinely. Primaris aren't even a thing. They get revealed halfway through the book. That's not a spoiler. It says it on the cover or the back or whatever. It says like the new Emperor. Yeah, Belisarius Cawl reveals a secret weapon.
Reveals a secret weapon.
What could it be? Yeah. It's just like, oh wow. And then the end of the book is like the beginning of the Indomitus Crusade. So it's just like, it's really, really cool. I've really enjoyed this series. I'm kind of sad to see it end because it started about, what, 4 years ago, maybe?
Like, no, what? That's completely fine with me because you know what we get next?
Scouring.
Not just that, but like the actual story of Warhammer 40k of Gilliman probably going into Imperium Nihilus and dapping up the bro, one could say.
I'm shocked it hasn't.
They're probably going to write a book about it.
It's probably been written. They're just waiting to release it.
Yeah.
I want to see that moment because genuinely, ever since he came back, he's just nothing.
He's been depresso expresso.
Nothing. He went back to bed. He's back asleep now. You can't find him. Which is weird because in the Codex Dark Angels, he's been spotted on the rock. I just got him. Okay, I need to explain this. When I said The Rock, my brain flashed an image of Dwayne The Rock Johnson at me, and I just like a mental vine boom sound effect. My brain is cooked.
Leave me alone.
It's genuinely the meme where it's like, ah! It's just Dwayne Johnson. The most electrifying move in the history of the Imperium of Man. The People's Elbow. We're going to wrap this up here. I'm feeling this is a good place to stop. Yeah. Okay. Thank you all very much for watching. Have a good one. Thank you for enjoying my weird rambles.
Buy Krieg. Buy Krieg.
Buy Krieg.
Krieg.
Buy your local Kriegsmen.
Buy the Krieg.
Buy Krieg.
And nothing else.
Buy your Kriegsmen.
Buy Krieg.
Buy your local elves.
No.
And your local Age of Sigmar.
No elves.
Kill
the elves.
Get
out, be gone.
Play Warhammer 40,000 Tactica.